for Female Body Talk, come to you live on YouTube. We have here is a lady who just competed about a week ago at the in Spain, and she turned pro last year. She made her debut at the Europa Championships, where she was number 4 in women's physique, and that I think that was a tough lineup. You had people like Karina, Balkova, you had Carla Santos, and you also had Sarah, Bradley. And those were really impressive. That was a really impressive lineup you were up against. We have here the lovely Miss Emilie Balkova. She is all the way from Bulgaria. As you know, I'm really expanding my content, and I am a player from the Himalayas. I just I go international, folks. I go international. So now she's from Bulgaria, and like I said, her English is pretty good, but still I have to slow it down a little bit because I'm from the South, folks. I talk a little fast, but I'll slow it down for her. So ma'am, welcome, thank you, and please share with us who are fans of bodybuilding. How'd you get started in the sport?
Bodybuilding for me, it's a long time ago love story. Started back in 1992. And at this time in Bulgaria, there wasn't a gym exactly as a gym from nowadays. That was almost underground and old school gym. But I have friends who worked out there. I asked them to bring me to see what is this and try it, and I love it. And this love is still alive.
Well, that's good that you found yourself and you love the sport because you know what, it's a tough sport. And you started in '92, and you started in the era where I would say I would call it kind of like the end of the golden age of women's bodybuilding to the start of the silver age. That was like you had Linda Murray at the time, and people like Laura
Yes,
Craval,
that
and
was in the beginning. That was Rachel McLeish and Corey Everson. Then
yeah,
appeared Linda Murray, and she was wow, superwoman for me.
yeah. Linda is a great lady because I actually a while back I went to her show in Savannah and I got to see her. Get to talk to her, but I got to see her, and she followed me now on my IG account. So thank you, Miss Murray. Shout out to you. We got some people coming in here. This is my man
Sorry.
KL the Wanderer. He says good
Yes, I
morning.
meet her. I
Mhm.
meet Linda last year
Oh yeah, you did meet her last year. It was when you were was it Romania or was it Spain?
in Romania. I meet Linda
Yeah. What was that feeling when you met her? When you first met this woman that you follow, a legend like her?
in person. After 30 years almost, I meet her in person.
You felt like a little girl say like you meet your favorite hero, you go like, oh
You
my
see, for
god.
me, the things happen, but happen very slowly. But I can wait.
Yeah, I know. I got to be somebody. I'm actually I met actually got to talk to Lena Popa at Savannah. And I know
Alina
you met
Popper,
her, yeah, and you met her when she was in Romania,
another
so that was her
amazing
show.
woman.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful lady, great physique. I mean, the debate is always still
Yes,
like she could have won Miss Olympia that last year before they kicked it out. But that's Iris. You gotta be Iris. It's Iris and everybody else. Anyway, about to say here, I got a man here, KL the Wanderer. He says, good morning. Good morning, KL. It's my man Lawrence Perkins coming through. He says, good morning, Emilia, George, and everyone on chat. Good morning to you, Lawrence. Also, here's KL. He says,
everybody.
Jerome in the house. Watch the white shoes. Watch the white shoes. Well, he's a member of KL. Jerome never wore the white shoes. That was Pops from Wayne's Brothers. He wore the white shoes. Jerome never wear white shoes. He didn't like white shoes. He likes to wear boots. So anyway, what was that feeling for you the first time you competed?
My first competition, that was in 1998. I won the national championship and then going to the Balkan championship. All the countries on the Balkan Peninsula. That mean Romania, Greece, Turkey, and Yugoslavia at this time. Compete, and there is one champion. I won the show, and that was all for this time, 1998
Mm-hmm. I remember there used to be a
national
show.
champion.
Yeah, I miss remember used to be a world championship back in the day where all of the competitors overseas to come and compete to get the pro cards. But I think they dropped that show years ago because one point there was what happened was like about a few years ago the NPC lost interest in European bodybuilding, and
At,
but
at this time, NPC wasn't popular in Europe. There are only IFBB amateur.
mhm,
NPC come in Europe, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, something like this.
mhm,
At this time, uh, until this time, there was only IFBB amateur in Europe.
mhm.
So I couldn't compete at NPC. I had to go to America to compete at NPC. In Europe, that was IFBB amateur.
So yeah,
You
so
know
yeah,
this?
yeah, because I like didn't know it
Or
because one
something
point.
new for you?
Yeah, well, you gave me education because that I didn't really know that because I think I used to see sometimes they had shows that said IFBB said that's IFBB and you don't see really the IFBB competitors. So it was the IFBB amateurs, not
Yes.
NPC. And NPC just started coming like 5 6 years ago. I think because there's a big explosion with a lot of competitors coming from Europe, like countries like Romania and Bulgaria and Sweden, Switzerland, and because I think a friend told
Mhm.
me that bodybuilding is really getting
You
popular.
have to win the world championship to earn pro card and come to America at this time.
Yeah. Well, we
Only
got
the
here.
world champion earns a card of his pro card.
All right. Yeah, because you got to wait because you were the worldwide Romanian Muscle Fest show, and you won
Hmm.
in both women's bodybuilding and women's physique. Now, this is where I'm like, this is where I'm kind of like, she won in both women's physique and women's bodybuilding, and the debate is the divisions getting so much alike where you can't tell between bodybuilding and physique. Oh, there's your husband in the background. Is it hello to him?
Yes, it's my husband.
Yeah.
Can you say hello? Hi.
Hey, how long y'all two been together?
Sorry.
How long y'all two been together?
Uh, we are the juniors.
No, together. You two together.
Yeah, we work together. The juniors.
No,
Our
how long?
juniors.
No, how long you two been
How
together?
long?
Yeah,
It's more than 10 years. Ten
10 years.
years. More
And
than
when
10 years.
and when did you meet?
I can hear you.
Wait, when did you meet each other?
Can you repeat again, please?
When did you meet each other?
At the gym, of course.
Oh, you met in the gym. What's his name?
Galin.
Galen. All right. Well,
Galin. Yeah.
Galen. Well, thank you, Galen, for coming through and say hello. We appreciate you and your lovely wife. And you also have a son. How old is he?
He's 42 years old. He's
Oh,
an ex Classic Physique competitor.
oh, yeah, yeah. So, was that the reason why you started competing? Because after you had your son, you started competing for a while after around '98.
Uh, After 98, I stopped it for something like 10 years, and I come back in 2006.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, I know of a lot of ladies that take a break from bodybuilding for a
Hmm.
while. They go have their children or start a family.
Yeah.
I know one lady. Her name is Melanie Horner. I interviewed her. She competed about to say she turned pro in night. She turned pro actually in '95 and made her pro debut in '99 at the Olympia. And then she retired and had her two kids, and she came back and
Hmm.
competed and as a pro in physique in I think 2016, 2017.
Hmm.
Yeah, we
Me
got
too.
some. Yeah, yeah, because it's good to just take some to step back from the sport and let your body rest. This is from Michael Boyce. He says, "Love those biceps." Shout out to Mike. Also, this is from Vinny. Vinny says, what is this, Vinny? He says, yes, this is a great interview with her achievement so far. She will be a future Olympian very, very soon. One of my favorite physique athletes. Also, Vinny says, I think she could win the year's Romanian Muscle Fest, in my opinion, if she's willing to compete this year. So the question is, you just did the show in Spain. Is there any plans of going to Romania? Because that's for next year's Olympia.
Yes, actually, Romania is in November this year, and I have a plan to go there. Of course, we'll try. We'll try for sure.
Yeah, I know because one
You
thing
bet.
is, yeah, it's tough because as you know, as a bodybuilder, your ladies don't make a lot of money. You know, you have to maintain a job, and you also have a family to take care of. You know, that's the tough part about this sport. If this was more where it was more profitable for you, where you could, okay, I can go to Romania like this, and boom, I can go to the United States, boom. But you know, it's about balancing. You know, what's more important for you, your pro card or taking care of your family.
Yeah, but my family is very supportive, and they love what I do. It's easy for me to compete.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good that you're supporting love your family. Folks, we're going to dip into her social media for a little bit on her IG. Look at some pictures, look at some videos, and talk a little bit. Guys, you want to follow
Sorry, I
Emilia?
lost again the sound.
Yeah, you got another earbud or something? Yeah, it's best if you get one of these. This is better, or sometimes use both of them. Yeah, yeah. All right, give her a minute, and we're gonna go ahead and we'll jump in her IG for a bit while she's straightening herself out. Yeah, yeah. And we're here in her IG. Let's see. And right here is where she earned her pro card last year. Very impressive. You know, good bicep pose. And here, yeah, this is a workout pic she's got. I gotta be careful about playing the music because YouTube don't let you play the music. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Now give her a
Hello?
minute. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. Well, give her a minute, folks, because like I said, she's still working
Can
on
you
something
hear
here.
me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But I don't
Yes.
hear you.
You sure? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's technical difficulties first,
Hello?
especially. I can hear you. You hear me? Can you hear me? If you got Bluetooth, you got to make sure the Bluetooth is connected into the your computer. I can hear you. Let me go back here. Hello? Can you hear me now?
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Well, do this. Take your disconnect and go
Yes,
back in.
everything is connected, but
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
let me try something else.
Yeah, let's try something else, folks. Well, folks, we're just gonna go back in her social media and look at some her pics and stuff like that. And she gets that's better because to tell you the truth, that's better. Now can you hear me? You're on mute. You're on mute. Check if you're on mute. Let me put this in the, when it goes this. Yeah, I'm gonna send this message to your phone. Let's see. And give me a sec, folks. It's just technical difficulties happens. You're on mute. A minute. Let's see. Ooh, wait a minute. Check your mute. All right. Well, there you go. Put it back to you. You can hear me? Can you hear me now?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Can you
Hit the
hear
button a
me?
second. Oh, well, she'll come back in a minute, folks. Technical difficulties happens on YouTube. Yeah, it had KL. Even happens to me, KL. Even happens to me. He's this is for King. Leroy Kong. Great interview, great lady. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hope she comes back because it's always happens with technical difficulties. Sometimes matching with some things like that. And we're gonna go back in her IG and look at some pictures and videos till she gets back. And we hope she does get back. Okay, pause it. Here we go. Now, as you know, this is some photos from her IG. And guys, you know my rules. No D pics. This is a back shot from the show, and it's really impressive. You know, she's good detail. Good muscle development. I mean, this is a great look to her. And this is from the right here where she's like she's here at the far end. You have Sarah Bradley and you have Karina, and she's just right up there with them. I mean, especially between her and Sarah, it's almost bookends. You know, then she has here right here. She's on the side of Carol out the Santos. Well, she could have been third place, and here she is again, and she's holding her own. I mean, this is an impressive lineup right there. I think that's who's that? I forget the lady's name. There's her, and there's Carolina, and there's Karina. Let me check and see if she's back. You know, but I'm gonna check out something here. Okay, there she is. And we'll get a minute. I'll get rid of the device to work. Yeah, folks, I know you guys. We gotta. Sometimes it happens in life. Technical difficulties. Yeah, you might be having a problem. I'm just gonna. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll give her a few minutes, folks. So I'm gonna talk a little bit while we're waiting on her, and we're gonna go through her social media. But she does look very impressive. I mean, this is. I think this may be right before the show. You get a good look, good size. Free from the back. I mean, it's like I said, she just has a impressive physique. Hope maybe she does get a pro card at the Romanian show. And here she is working out. This was about 7 weeks ago. Yeah. Impressive. I know you guys like the videos and stuff. I can't play the music because you gotta be careful. There she is. I think she just got that name.
Can you check the connection? Can you say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh,
Can you hear me now?
yeah,
Yeah, good.
not
Yeah.
very well, but
I know sometimes it's technology can be a pain, and
yeah, sorry, I don't know.
that's all right. It's just something you gotta learn, especially when you're dealing in social media, especially when maybe someday like somebody might reach out and do an interview with you. And I'm glad to be, somebody get your opportunity because, like I said, your story interests me how you got into the sport and how as long as you've been competing and how well you have done. What's that feeling when they told you you are now IFBB pro?
Oh, it's a absolute dream come true. turning pro, I only dreamed about it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I heard ladies say they were just so excited when that first time when they get their hands raised. Because you know what, I've known ladies who have been competing some as far as 30 years, 20 years. I got a lady who I'm a friend of. She just turned pro last month, and she was competing for at least 10 to 15 years.
Hmm.
And you know, it's a lot of work you ladies got to put yourself through. I mean, you know, sacrifices you have to make. You know, there's times where I know you like you still have your family. Are you close with your family?
Yeah.
Hmm. And your parents, what they thought when you started, you want to become a
And my
bodybuilder?
parents, no, they are not alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know,
They
I could
passed
say it.
away almost 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, my father passed away 10 years ago. My mother passed away 3 years ago. I
Mhm.
can understand. I know how it feels, you know. But you know, it was just you know, you got your husband, you got your child, and you know they support you, and that's good that you
Yeah.
have that. You know, and I know there's times where you get up in the morning and you want to spend more time with your child, but you're dedicated to the sport and you really want to get to that next level as a competitor. You know what? You know, do you like you your son? What do you ever spend some? What times? What's your time like with you and your son and your husband?
Uh, we work together at the gym, so uh, mm, if I compete or not compete, I spend all my time in the gym,
Yeah.
and we are together in this mess. And our little boy, he grew up at the gym. My daughter is 22 now, but she loves to train. She's very passionate. But she lives in the other city. She's a student now.
Yeah. You might want to come a little
So
bit. You might want to come to the little side a little bit because you're a little out of the camera. You know. Yeah.
yeah, stay close to the camera because I don't have
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We
I
can
can
pull it
hear
to.
you.
Yeah. Pull it. Can you pull it to us this way a little bit so you can. Yeah. So you
Like,
can. Yeah, that's good. We can get a good view and come up a little bit. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, you know, your daughter's 22 years old. I mean, that's a grown woman now. I mean, you know, what was that like raising children? And you know, because there's a lot of women like yourself who in the sport raising children and competing. What's that like being a mom and a bodybuilder?
I spent it all my life like this. It's not difficult for me. It's my life.
Hmm.
I can say if it's difficult or not. I just live this way.
Yeah, it's good that you have your passion, you have your support in your children, and you know, and the love from your husband and your children. You know, it's tough because I do content on women's bodybuilding, and I've you know some ladies I've talked to. I was talking to ladies this morning how you know they have to deal with people's how they treat them. Like you know, some people will say, "Hey, you're a great physique. You look amazing. I really like your body. I mean, you know, you work hard. Can I be like you?" Or then you have people might say, "Ooh, you trying to be a man," you know, or
Yeah,
you
it's
know, it's
normal.
not. Yeah. Well, like I said, I feel like it shouldn't be like that. I think some people should respect you as an athlete because you are an athlete. You know, you train, you work as hard. You maybe not like a soccer player or a basketball player or here in the States we have like you know major league sports like football like that, but you're still an athlete. And you should be respected for your dedication, your hard work. Like, folks, we're gonna go back in her social media again, look at some pictures and videos that she's posted, and you want to check them out. And you know, like I said, you know, and I say follow her on social media, follow her IG, get her numbers up. Now here, this is you training. What's your favorite body part to train?
Legs. Absolutely.
Legs,
Always been
legs,
legs. Yeah.
legs. You,
Legs.
you gotta be joking me.
I
anytime,
love training legs.
anytime I ask somebody, what's your favorite? They say their shoulders, their back. Rarely ever just say legs. I rarely get somebody say legs because they say the legs is a tough part. I mean, I pick up and say I know leg days like for you is like you know somebody beating your legs all day. You get out of the gym, you know. And when your last show, what did the judges tell you you might need to improve on? Because, like I said, you were close. Because you know, number four, you were just close to the top three.
Yeah, maybe next time.
So, what was the critique the judges gave you? Did they ever give you a feedback on your what you need to do and what you need to improve on?
Yes, I asked the judges. They said great improvement since Romania last year. Keep the good work.
That's good. You know, sometimes judges can be iffy about. what they want the women to come in. Sometimes I would hear women say, "Oh, the judge says I need to approve this, and then I need to approve that, and then it keeps
No, they
changing."
didn't tell me. I asked it, but they didn't tell me something. Just
Yeah,
just said keep the good work.
yeah. Well, you guess I think your judges compared to here to the states to America a little bit more kinder compared to judges here overseas, because some ladies they give them work critique, and you have good good development, like your shoulders, your arms. You said your favorite thing is legs, but I think your upper body's a lot oppressive compared to everything else.
My arms is not are not my favorite muscle group.
Yeah,
As
that's the
you
one.
see, uh, they're not so
Yeah, that's the
great
one. Yeah,
development.
that's the one you work on the most. But they look pretty good compared to some women. I've seen some women who have decent arms. Some women see to work on. So if you could, like this, if you could have anybody's arms in the sport, who arms would you like to have?
I can hear you very well.
I say if you can have anybody's arms, who arms would you like to have?
Mm, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, once you get used to, you forget what you feel. And like I said, it's tough. Some days like you here, you have your diet here, and what's that favorite thing you like to eat after a show?
Uh, Usually, I eat some fruit, pears, apples, something like this.
Hmm. And what did you eat after the Europa show? You just you have a nice meal, or you just ate something with so you keep in shape.
I'm always dieting. All years I'm on diet. I'm on diet,
Hmm.
and I don't know. Food. I'm not starving for food. It's not something so important for me.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Food.
know. Like I think with food is people got to understand about bodybuilding is that food is a very important tool to develop the body. Some people think like this, especially people who don't follow the sport, understand it. Everybody's thinking, okay, I got to take this little pill and then I can get more muscles. No, it's not like that. You have to follow a
No,
diet. You need a plan. You got to work out, and
every day.
yeah, every day. You have to be consistent when
Uh,
you do this. You just
with
can't
the
just.
food, with the training, day by day. It's
Mhm.
not something that you can do for 3 months before the show. No, the work started a long, long time ago, and you must follow the plan every day. No cheat meal, no rest day, only the plan. Does the coach set it? You must follow.
I think I know some ladies will love you because they don't like rest days either. I think I sent some lady. I don't know if I sent you one. It's a little video. It's like Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, and when he was talking to Morbius, and he told about the Matrix is like he's just a battery, and he's like, no, it can't be. It's like a video. I think I sent it to you if you haven't seen it. It's just like they don't like rest days. I know some ladies say I don't want to go. I don't want to rest. I want to be in the gym, but sometimes it works for some people, may not work for others. Who's your coach? Who you work with? Just you and your husband, or you have a coach?
My coach is Bulgarian too. His name is Gogoy Angelov,
Hmm.
and I work with him for more than 6 or 7 years, something like that.
Is he? Does he compete, or he just a coach?
Yes, he's a coach. He's
Uh-huh.
just a coach.
Yeah,
Work with female, male in the world of bodybuilding.
and that's good that people. I know somebody said to me that when you start in this sport, you do need a coach. Now I know somebody said they done it all their own, but it's tough when you don't because the coach can give you critiques, let you know what you need to fix, and and as long as you have a good relationship with the coach, where he gives you good feedback, he shows you what you need to know, what you need to do, and
Hmm.
also, do you have opposing coach or everything's his too?
Yeah, for Spain, I worked with Kenny Wallach for the first time, and he's an amazing coach. He helped me very, very much. I'm so grateful for her for this.
Well, it's good that you working with him. He helped you out, and I think that posing probably helped you places how you had because There was some women on that list I saw that were pretty impressive. I don't know all the ladies because many ladies who are don't because somebody falls, somebody get like I said. This is the thing about me. I've been following bodybuilding for literally 40 years, and and especially women. Women, I've been following y'all ladies because some of y'all ladies are just some about y'all are just different for a lot of people. I think y'all beautiful, y'all wonderful ladies, and in me making this content, I really get to know what y'all go through, and something that most people don't understand. Like I said again, you have a family to take care of. You have two kids. You have a husband, and you work out. You do this. Do you? What's your you? What do you work? Are you just working the gym, or you have a job?
I work at the gym, yes, as a
Hmm.
personal trainer.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of ladies do. They do personal training. You have you're like, have you considered becoming a coach yourself in the future, or you feel like you're more of a competitor?
Uh, when I started this journey in the world of bodybuilding, I didn't have a coach. I was myself coach. But during the time, I understand that it's easy with a coach, and you can do great work if you have a coach. It's necessary to have someone by your side. It's very helpful.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
can do this alone.
yeah. I think that's the thing that like ladies say, they can't do
You
it
can
alone
help
because
other people's, but with myself, it's become impossible to grow up. I I can attend some form, but couldn't become better without a coach.
hmm that's true. Here we are. Here, this is from a man. Vinny he says, yes. Question says, how popular is bodybuilding in Bulgaria right now? I mean, they invented a workout called the Bulgarian Split Squat. So earlier before we started, is it in your area in Bulgaria? Has it really gotten really popular bodybuilding in the last few years?
Uh, as I said, bodybuilding became popular in Bulgaria the last 20 years, but we have a strong background with the strength sports. Uh, I don't know in English, altero, this sport, weightlifting, clean and jerks, and how is how it's called in English, this
Uh,
sport.
it's clean and jerk. It's like powerlifting pretty much. And I
No,
know, yeah, because I know powerlifting is kind of like even though it's not the same as bodybuilding, it still shares some aspects of it of bodybuilding.
yeah,
I know I
weightlifting.
really, yeah, I know I interview a couple ladies who used to powerlift, and I know some ladies who have transitioned from powerlifting to bodybuilding.
Hmm.
Um, and it's like I said, I know one lady he showed me because so much the pulling, clean, jerking like that, especially Olympic level stuff, can really be
Yes,
wear and tear on your body.
weightlifting is a very popular sport in Bulgaria, and Bulgarian split squat actually come from a Bulgarian coach who worked in America at this Olympic weightlifting. He used this exercise, and at this time, this exercise become popular.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for Vinny says he laughed about it because I think it may not be so popular for Vinny. It might be tough for Vinny. But actually, so Vinny
And
says this.
a very interesting story. When I was in Spain after the competition Monday, uh, I had a workout with Erishna, the wellness queen, and actually we did Bulgarian split squat. It was very interesting. A Bulgarian lady in Spain with a lady from Puerto Rico doing Bulgarian squats. It was a funny story.
I know. Well, it's funny. Puerto Rican doing Bulgarian squats. That is funny. And yeah, and like I said, with the divisions, like especially with bodybuilding, physique, figure, wellness, those divisions are starting to look a lot like one another. I would say if you look at figure, it looks like bodybuilding back in the day, back in the Linda Murray era, you
Yeah,
know. And physique kind of looks like bodybuilding like back in the Iris Kyle era when Iris was coming up,
oh,
you
no,
know, because
um,
like yeah, I'm a big fan of Iris. I mean, wasn't too big to be a fan, but really what she has done, people may talk a lot about Iris, but here's the thing is, the woman has the most wins, more than Ronnie Coleman. Mr. Everybody wants to be a bodybuilder, but everybody don't want to pick up the heavy ass weight. More wins than him, more wins than Linda. And only person that maybe might surpass her in wins is Cindy Gillett. Because Cindy, she's going to compete in the Olympia this year. She already has 6, and what she gets that 7th, she's not that far from Linda and Ronnie. Yeah. Also, this is from my man Vinny. Says, I don't know any other Bulgarian pros except her at the current moment. Is there, like I said, is there any other pros, other than yourself from Bulgaria?
Yes, in my division, women's physique, we are 2 ladies. Uh, One more girl earned her pro card in Portugal this year.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So we are 2. In figure, also we have 2 ladies, pro cards. And
Uh-huh.
in men's classic physique, there are 4, I think 4 guys. And bodybuilding, we have 2 guys, professional, Dobry and Radoslav Angelov.
Mm-hmm.
Dobry competed at Europa Pro, and Radoslav Angelov will try this weekend tomorrow, actually, in Dubai Pro.
Yeah. I
They're
hear
a
like
very high-level competitor. Dobry
yeah.
was an Olympian 2 times. Radoslav Angelov also was at Olympia last year, and will try again to step at Olympia this year.
Well, like I said,
Good luck.
yeah, because Romania is, it's in November, and that is for next year's Olympia. I know because with women's bodybuilding, the Spain show was the last show for qualification for women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's the Rising Phoenix, but as long as Andrea's there and you have already people that's already qualified for the Olympia, no one's going to go to Olympia from that show. Who?
Unfortunately for Europe, we have only 4 possibilities this year to earn qualification for Olympia. All the other competition are in America or Canada, very long from Europe.
Yeah, that's the tough part about because I know I remember when I know when 2020 we had the pandemic when we had the C-19. That's how my mother passed away. She had got the virus. There were what they were doing at shows like Europa, the Portugal, and Romania Muscle Fest, and Spain, and also the Big Man Weekend. They were allowing the top 2 competitors to get qualification. I know that one year it was Salamate and Margita Zamalova, and then someone else. The next, I think at the Europa show, I think that same year, that next year, it was Ann Moon and Baba Majan. And I think they did help out a bit because you know what, it gets you opportunity. But then, like I said again, the cost of traveling, it's expensive. Especially, I know some ladies who were like Chelsea Dion, who competed at the Europa show. She had to come all the way from Las Vegas to Spain, and
Mm.
it was cost. I know some ladies who did the Romanian show, the Masters Olympia, who said that it was tough. And I know there's more shows here in the States for you ladies because I think I got a lady who's a friend of mine. She's competing at the Rising Phoenix at the end of the month, and at the Arizona Pro. Actually, the Arizona Pro. I have 2 friends. One's competing in the Rising Phoenix. The other competing at the Arizona Pro. And then there's a show in Daytona in Florida,
Mhm.
and that's also Olympic qualification. You know,
Yeah.
you have any sponsors or anybody who supports you?
No, I don't have. I'm
Yeah.
alone in this journey.
Well, you know what, you got me. I support you. I'm, say about you. I mean, I have the. One person I wish I had. I know you probably met him. I wish I had his money. Is Jake Wood. Jake. I'm gonna do this. Yo, Jake. I want that money. I want that gun, Jake. I don't care about the gun, but give me the money, Jake. I mean, and you know what? This is what, especially you women's divisions. It's a lot. I think it's a lot harder for women's bodybuilding and physique and somewhat figure to get sponsorship because you're not as what people will say eye candy. You're not as pleasing to the normals. People who are not fan of bodybuilders. That's why you see more attention for women in bikini and wellness.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think, if this is what I say to everybody out there, anybody out there who is a fan of ladies like Amelia, reach out to them in genuine interest as supporters because they can use support. Because I know one thing is the cost of everything you got to pay. Not only your food, you got to pay your coach. You have travel expenses, your suits, hair and makeup. You
Yeah,
know,
suits are very expensive.
I know I know a lady. She's from Great Britain, but she lives here. She orders her suits from England because the euro is more than the dollar that way,
Yeah.
or the pound. So it's it saves a little money in a way, but then you got to travel to bring here. But still, it's you got to
Mhm.
find a way to try to do it. What's your favorite thing about being a bodybuilder? If you feel like there's something favorite you like about it.
The most favorite thing, oh, I love all the process. I can say was the most favorite. All the process. I
Yeah,
said it's a long time love story for me. Everything, training, dieting. I love this. Competing.
yeah, it's
It's an
good.
amazing journey.
Yeah, it's good that you have a love for this because sometimes there's days where I know somebody said
I'm
that.
really passionate. I can say who is the better. I love every single day of this journey.
This is what I'm saying. This anybody who loves leg day, you gotta love bodybuilding. Yes, it's definitely love leg day. So, like I said, as a bodybuilder, if you could change anything about the sport, what would you like to see change?
Mm, interesting question. I don't know.
Well, like think about something like maybe something you can use or something you need. One thing is about this: as a fan of this sport, we come to see you competitors. We come to see you, ladies and gentlemen, out there on the stage. I know it's still again bodybuilding is a hobby sport. Where a friend told me he competes too, and the financial strain of it, especially you have a family to take care of. It's good that you support your husband and your rest of your family, but I think one thing bodybuilding needs to do is take care because it wasn't long ago, about 2 years ago, at that same show, Alina Vani passed away, and I think it should have been like someone there, like a medical team. Like in sports, you always see if the footballer gets hurt, there's somebody come out the field and help him out. If any athlete gets hurt, there's somebody there to help them out. That should be one thing. And also, it costs money for y'all to pay for your pro card. You pay for your pro card every year, because you got to compete when you want to do a show. And that's like a couple $100 or whatever money that's in your country's exchange out of your pocket every year. I think there should be a benefit to that. Like, okay, if I need health insurance, life insurance, something to cover your family, something happens to you. I think this is what my mindset is. Maybe just me being, has the word say, polyamorous, trying to see the world in rose colored glasses. I think there should be more support for your competitors.
It's a personal decision. I don't know. I don't have problem with this. I made my decision. I follow my journey. That's my life. For others, I can say,
Like I said, you said again, it was your personal shit and your choice. But still, as a fan, you ladies, I think there should be more benefits to be a pro. And I do wish, that one thing is the prize money was a little better for y'all. I think, because even though you took fourth, you didn't get any prize money. I think it'd be nice if it was a little bit more prize money for your competitors, where it helps out in the long run, especially instead again the cost of the suit. I mean, it costs a lot of money those suits. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, the guys they wear like a little, trunks and a pair of shorts. You ladies, said again, you have to have your makeup done, your hair done,
ladies are tricky.
yeah, tanning. You get your nails done. You got to look pretty because back in the day, you remember back in the day, bodybuilding used to have that one suit. It wasn't that fancy. But then now, they keep changing criteria for you ladies. You have to wear
But
different.
however, it's a show. People want to look show. So we have to be pretty. We have to be amazing, extraordinary. That's the rules of the game.
Yeah, because I think it's the debate is always about especially in women's bodybuilding, femininity. How you can still, because anything, you have two kids. Now, if that's not feminine enough, I don't know what is. Because you have a husband, you have two kids. That's a sign of femininity. But I think with people, they're looking
I try
more.
to keep my femininity.
I think that's a lot of people say that's a tough part because the fact is you're changing your body, especially if you take certain supplements. We all know what they are, and it changes aspects of your femininity. You like there's one lady, she's from Czech Republic, Vera Makova. If you ever heard of her, if you ever seen her, there's been debate about her how she looks, and there's always a debate about how the effects of certain, especially if you take certain drugs, how they affect your body, how you affect your look. You lose your hair, you still got your lovely long hair, and that's good. It changed your aspects of
Yeah, my
your
one here. I don't
yeah.
keep extensions.
Yeah, but it's just that's the hard part. But as an athlete, you have to grow and develop. Now, back in the day, you said Linda Mary's one of your favorite. Who do you like now in the sport? Who's your favorite now? Who's competing?
Uh, Again, it's a personal decision. Me too, I have to grow up, but I try to do it on my way without losing my femininity, without losing my confidence. Uh, I'm sure. So if I follow the plan with nutrition, with dieting, I can do it without step outside, without using heavy drugs, without changing my face, my body. It's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
not
good.
heavy bodybuilding from the times when ladies was big, like Vicky Gates or Kim Tchaikovsky. You remember this time?
Yeah. That was that last year, that '99 Miss Olympia. I'm a big fan of Vicky Gates. I know a lady who knows Vicky Gates. And they was always talking about how Iris changed it, but when that last year when Kim was competing back in '99, she was way huger, and Kim beat Linda twice. And
Yes.
people talking about Iris, but it started changing when Kim. And I remember when they started putting the weight classes. At first, I didn't like the idea of weight classes, but then look backward, it was for a reason. And now Physique was
Yeah.
supposed to replace women's bodybuilding, but if I just saw yesterday, your champion, your and former champion Natalia and Sarah came together for a little meeting, and you
Yeah.
look at these women, you're
Hmm.
like they're like different ends of the spectrum. Like Natalia, she has that look to her, very, some people say very feminine, and Sarah has that more really that shredded together physique that's similar to what some women see now. But I'm gonna show you this real quick, and this is something I saw on the Female Bodybuilding channel, and you know it is they posted it on their site. I'll pull it up for a second, and it is a comparison because you were there at the show in Romania, and this is where I say that the divisions are getting close to one another, and it's a picture of Chelsea Dion and Karina. And I'll pull it up for a bit. Here it is.
Hmm.
Now, if you look at these two ladies, you say to yourself, which one's bodybuilding, which one's physique? Now, you have a better eye than I do. What
Karina
do you?
won the physique division,
Yeah,
and Chelsea won the bodybuilding. Yes.
yeah. But anybody else who didn't see this, who's just an outsider looking in, they'll think it's the two same women, the two same division.
Yes, they are too close. Karina was in better conditioning than Chelsea.
Yeah, I think Chelsea just had the size. That's what's the thing that pushed her a bit. We got here.
Last year she competed in Olympia. I think
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, she competed last year.
And she was bigger.
Yeah, well, she got a lot bigger because I know she said I follow Chelsea. She said she was going to take this year off and take a break and grow for next year. But for this year she will take a break and come back the next year. But then I think somebody said that somebody convinced her to do this show, and then she won it. Now she's going to the Olympia. Also, she's doing Rising next week. And it's just the judges. I don't know. Maybe it's just
Yes,
getting
it's a
confused.
little bit confusing. Yes,
Yeah,
I can say.
yeah. I think it should be a
You can
set.
trust judges. I can what to say.
Yeah, because I think it should be a set criteria. So because physique supposed to come in and supposed to be more of the throwback to Linda Murray in women's bodybuilding,
Mhm.
and and bodybuilding supposed to just grow. But now you're seeing women switching divisions. You know, Melissa Tite, who just competed, she switched up. Ashley Jones, she's planning to switch up. You feel like you're better. You feel like I know we talked earlier. So you rather stay in physique where you feel more comfortable.
Yes, yes, I think so. I think you are right here. This
Mm-hmm.
switching of division is very confusing for the competitor. You have not a clean criteria for this division, and yeah, this is also my case when I was the two pro card in two division. So, which is the criteria for woman's physique and which is the criteria for bodybuilding? How can one body fit the both division? That was confusing for me too.
Mm-hmm. Because just that, I think,
Judges must have clean criteria for each division.
yeah, because I think just that a month before the Europa show was the Masters Olympia. They had the Europa European Olympia, and one lady she also did the same thing like you. She won both women's physique and bodybuilding. She's a Polish competitor. I forgot her name, but she also won in both women's bodybuilding and women's physique. And yeah, I think it should be a set guideline. I know one lady that competed in women's bodybuilding. I think she was more like women's bodybuilding than she was, than the other lady. But the judges just need to set a thing. Um, Here, this is from a man. Vinny said opening a Bulgarian pro bodybuilding show would be great. It saves traveling costs. Yeah, I mean, and he says this says they gotta have promoters. Well, Vinny, if they can get promoters, I mean, especially bodybuilding is growing really much in Europe. If you get the right people to put the money up and say, okay, what's the biggest city in Bulgaria? The
In
biggest
Burgas,
focus. All right, that probably the second biggest city because we want to save money for costs or anything like that. That's why they do
actually,
it.
it's the fourth big city in
Yeah,
Bulgaria.
it's the fourth biggest city. Well, that's why I think they do it in Romania because it's a little cheaper, a lot closer. But yeah, if you can find someone, if you can people can out there who's a fan of bodybuilding, who's like, and especially if you're from Bulgaria or just a fan of Bulgarian bodybuilders, you want to put a show in Bulgaria as a pro show, do it. You got to make it. The best advice is to make it a pro am show. So, because it's a regional show for competitors who want to get to nationals, get the pro card, and also a pro show because it's the amateurs that pay for the pro shows. Might as well say that's what I learned. Um, Here, this is from man KL. Chelsea and the other woman would look like the same people. They don't follow the sport like that. Yeah, and my man KL, he uh he's truthful about that. It's truthful, but it's good that you love this sport and you have passion for it, and you do it as long as you have, like practically 30 years, and you're still doing it. I mean, some people after a while, especially don't get the pro cards or they just say, you know what, I'm done, I'm tired, I want to walk away, but you still have a passion for it, and like I respect that. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
can you repeat again, please?
I said I have respect for your passion for bodybuilding.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, for no technical difficulties, but we're not gonna hold too much longer because I know you and your husband just got back from the gym a while back. I know you want to sit and it's like I think it's like about the almost evening time down your way in your part of the world. It's still early morning for us. It's about the afternoon for us, but you know, until again, we respect women like yourself, who love this sport, who competes in sport. I can say again, any woman who loves leg day, we even say like this: you really love this sport, or you're crazy. That's I just say
Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy. Yes. You
you,
have to be in this sport.
where once you get to know me, you realize something about me. I'm a little bit crazy too. I didn't mean to surprise you with that. He's my alter ego, and sometimes he comes out. But I should, I should. But yeah, you got to be crazy to do bodybuilding because most people wouldn't want to put the money into you got to do and train all day and eat this. I mean, sometimes you got to eat 5, 6, 7 times a day. You got to work out maybe 2 or 3 hours. Sometimes you have to go to bed early. And also, I've heard like some people have lost friendships because you're not doing like everybody's doing. Like when you're young, you want to go out and party and do this and do that, but you say no. I got a show coming up. I need to get my rest. I need to sleep. I can't be out in the pub drinking all night. And it's important for you to maintain your consistency. And that's what people need to understand about bodybuilding. It's not just a sport about taking this or taking that, eating this, eating that. Listen to this. It's about being consistent with your diet, being consistent with your workouts, follow what your plan, your trainer has provided for you. It's a lot to the sport that most people don't understand.
That's your problem, not mine.
Well, like I say, that's true. That's their problem, not yours. But we got here one more. I don't know if you want to do this. He asked, but it's my man. He has a crazy name. I won't say it. My man Balls Deep. Oh God, why can't I hear you say this? He says, "Flex for me, baby girl. I don't know if she wants to or not. Balls Deep. I know you asked, but that's up. She just got finished working out. I don't usually ask nobody to do that, but Balls Deep made a request. But you don't want to do it. That's cool. We're gonna move on. But I would say this. I would say I want to wish you best of luck because it's like I said again, bodybuilding is a tough sport, and especially sport where you have to be judged on your body and your presentation. You know, do what you do to get up in the morning, working with your husband, taking care of kids. And it's still like I said again, just it's a lot to this, and I think more people need to understand it. If more people understand it, I think they will respect it a lot more. Well,
No, I didn't expect nothing.
well, yeah, she expects nothing for y'all. Forget y'all. Forget y'all.
Yeah,
I
I
like it.
just, yeah, it's true. I didn't expect nothing. I just want to do this show. Want to wind up with these ladies. I watch them only by Instagram. I never meet the other ladies. Mm, That's all I wanted when I come in Spain.
Remind me of one of my favorite boxers, Mike Tyson says. He said, "I just want to fight. That's all I want to do. I don't care about anybody else. I just want to fight. Just put me in front of me. I just bust them up. Mike was he was a bad boy back then. We have one more man, Vinny. He says, "LOL, great interview. Good luck in Romania, Emilia." So I said, "Good luck in Romania." So anyway, folks, we're not gonna hold Miss Balkova much longer. And we do appreciate her time. I wish her best of luck in Romania. Maybe this might be your opportunity to get a pro card, but you already get your pro card, get your Olympic qualification. But like I said again, folks, if you're someone interested in supporting a lady like this, who want to see her hit the next level, and genuine interest in the bodybuilder, especially not just because she's an attractive lady, she has a nice physique. Respect her as a woman, as a wife, as a competitor. These ladies, they go through a lot, and they can use support, especially within the sport and even outside of sport. I would say if you're someone who wants to invest in someone's future, invest in the future saying that I want to see them grow as an athlete. I don't want anything else from them. And I wish more people would do that. But I know in the sport, you can't get nothing without giving something. And I know you're not willing to do that for yourself. You respect yourself as a wife, as a woman, as a mother, as an athlete.
Yeah.
So I would say I wish you best of luck. Folks, you want to follow Amelia, her social media stuff in the description. No weird freaky shit. Be nice. Be kind. Be genuine, guys. She has kids. She has a man.
Yes.
They support her. Show support. Show love. Because, like I said, this is a tough sport, folks. It's a tough sport. I wish it was more mainstream, like it used to be back in the day. I used to remember you should watch bodybuilding on television. Most of the time you can only watch it on pay-per-view or on the internet. But yeah, it's just. But like I said, I do appreciate the time you gave me. I wish you all the best of luck. Kiss your husband, kiss your babies, and maybe you get to come here and get the opportunity to compete here in the Olympia or even one of these shows. Get your Olympic qualification. Yeah, baby. Well, so you don't have to thank me. I really appreciate it. I really
Thank
thank
you
you for
for
your
your
time.
kind words. It
Well, I
was really a
think.
pleasure for me.
Well, it's well for me, it was an honor and pleasure for me. Like I said again, as a content maker, as a fan of you ladies, I mean, you ladies really, because this is a true story. Once I came to my mom, I was almost 500 pounds, and then I started doing interviews and talking to ladies and telling the story. Y'all really inspire me. I'm right now. I'm about 390, and that's tough to change my life. I still have my bad habits, but you know what? No one's ever perfect. She got a good laugh for Yes, that's good. That's why I like every interview. I want my interviews to be fun and informative at the same time, folks. But anyway, folks, I'd like to thank y'all for coming through. Check out Emilie. Follow her on social media. Be nice, guys. Be genuine. We don't need these guys making comments. We don't need these guys sitting weird shit. She has a kid. She got a man. She don't need that. Be someone say hello, good luck, best wishes, show support. These ladies
Yes,
have it
please.
hard. They have it hard, you know. But like I said, we like to thank my man Vinny for coming through, my man KL the Wanderer, also Michael Boyce, Balls Deep. You need to behave yourself. All you who watch this video, share, comment, subscribe. Instead again, her social media is in the comment in the description section. Check her out. And like I said again, if you're someone out there who's interested in supporting a lady like Amelia, show genuine interest. Reach out. These ladies can use that. Don't I said again, don't be looking for something. Just she don't care. She don't want nothing. If you're willing to help her, cool. But anything else, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget it. So anyway, thank you, Emilia, and I appreciate your time. Appreciate everybody else. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend coming up. This is me, Always Joy Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out. Have a great weekend.
And good luck to your show. Was a big
Thank you.
pleasure.
It was a pleasure for me too. Thank you.